Who's gonna help when the ginger overwhelms and the mystery's a pile high? Who's gonna be around, never gonna let you down when you run a wild ride? Your treasure always by your side. Each dog got a dream, he's gonna see the day. Each dog got a dream, he's gonna see the day. He's gonna dream.
On the island of Sodor, there are so many engines. Like steam engines, for example. And all steam engines need coal. Coal will keep them up and running. And if an engine runs out of coal, they can get stranded. They can use their boilers, but without fire, they wouldn't build any steam. That's why it's always important to fill your engine up with lots of coal, so they can start the day fresh. But I must say, there's no type of coal to cheer up poor Rebecca. The points were against her, causing her to derail. Now Rebecca had to go to the solar steamer to be repaired. And worst of all, there was a special coal train going out from the coaling plant, and so Tom can't schedule or find any engines to replace Rebecca's job. But then, he had thought of 2 engines that could possibly help. One day, Xzavier, the 4575 engine, was at the works with his coaches. Xavier's coaches were there for maintenance. Xzavier also recently got 2 more coaches, while the brake coach, or used to be the brake coach, was now converted into a compost coach. Now it's just a normal coach like anyone else, who carries passengers and all that.
To be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna manage my passenger trains without you guys.
But Xzavier, we'll only be at the works for at least a few hours.
I know, but I just want you guys to come back to working order with me.
Just then, Zane arrived with the Fat Controller on board. Xzavier, I have a very special job for you. There's an urgent coal delivery that's going to the mainland, but unfortunately Rebecca's out of commission. I have arranged for you, Xzavier, and another engine that'll be working with you. He's at the core as we speak to help you with the load. And I want you to do a very good job.
Yes, I will, sir.
Watch out, coal can be a very hard job to do, especially for you, Xzavier.
Very funny, but I'm sure coal trains aren't exactly that hard.
And with that, Xzavier left. Bro's gonna need it. On his way to the coaling plant, Xzavier had to stop at a signal. He was talking to Molly, who was waiting with her passengers.
Oh, hey, Molly. How are you doing?
Oh, nothing that much, Xzavier. Just dropping off passengers and collecting them, as all. And by the way, I heard you're working at the coaling plant. Congratulations. And I heard you're working with another engine. That's gotta be exciting.
Yeah, it's a big job. Nothing like a tank engine like me can't handle.
So far, everything's going great. I can't say the same for Ginty, though. Apparently, he and Pug and Reginald had not been the same since Alfred was gone for his overhaul. But for some strange reason, Alfred was due to return back yesterday. But for some strange reason, he never showed up. So that's kind of weird. And it's really taking a toll on poor Ginty, Pug, and Reginald. I really hope those guys will be okay.
Huh. Damn, I feel sorry for the poor lad. But hey, maybe he will be found out and comes home. Whoever knows?
Yeah, and sometimes, Xzavier, you always see the bright side of you.
Well, that's my signal. Bye, Molly.
Goodbye, Xzavier. Have a great day now and stay safe. The coaling plant is where engines get their coal from. They had to travel all the way from their sheds all the way to here. This is where engines go to get filled up with coal and start the day. Sometimes the engines will collect their coal by trucks. To Xzavier's surprise, the engine he'll be working with was none other than Thomas the tank engine himself. Sup, buddy?
Holy Colette, Thomas! It's good to see you again. It's a miracle. Wait a minute. Am I working with you today?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. But wait, don't you have a branch line to run?
Already taken care of.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Clarabelle, do you think Thomas will ever come back? I don't know, Annie. I just don't know.
Okay, then.
Alright then, Xzavier. I'll come up to the back and help you push. How's that sound?
Okay, then. And then I'll couple up to the front.
Thomas soon both up behind the trucks. While Thomas and Xzavier getting situated, Thomas's crew decided to talk to each other what they'd done over the morning to pass the time. Soon after being turned around, Xzavier coupled to the front of the train. But neither he or Thomas, for a few minutes, have noticed that Thomas's crew weren't even paying attention to what they were doing or concentrate on their work. Are you ready, Xzavier? Whistled Thomas.
I'm ready.
Thomas! Cried a voice. Thomas was back and saw that his driver and father were off the footplate. Cinders and ashes! Cried Thomas. Bob and Ted have been knocked off the footplate. I think when Xzavier bumped into the trucks, he must have pushed me a little too hard, causing my crew to be knocked off the footplate. Oh no, I must stop Xzavier before he leaves. Stop, Xzavier! My crew are not my cab! My crew are not my cab! Thomas cried. Thomas tried whistling to Xzavier to get his attention, but he couldn't while his driver and fireman were controlling him. Xzavier heard shouting, but he thought that Thomas was telling him to go, so he wanted to get his job done.
Okay, then. If you say so, Thomas.
And with that, the two engines left the coaling plant without Thomas's crew. Xzavier and Thomas would travel down the line smoothly and carefully. However, Thomas was very cross. He couldn't believe that his own best friend had left his crew behind, even having told him to stop many, many times. Then he had an idea, a very naughty idea. With a big bump, Thomas had jerked Xzavier a bit further from the junction, almost crashing into Douglas. What were you doing, laddies? Douglas said sharply as he passed by with his goods train. Xzavier was speechless. He didn't know what to say. Laughed Thomas. Looks like you don't know how to stop, Xzavier. Xzavier was very cross. Now he understood how he almost crashed into Douglas.
Thomas, that was very dangerous. You almost made me crash into Douglas.
Meanwhile, at the Vicarstown Bridge, Pug, the little black shunter-style tank engine, was just sitting there thinking to himself. Sorry, Pug. I check over the mainland. He's not there. That's okay, Reginald. Oh, Alfred. Where the hell are you? Oi, Pug! What are you doing? The Vicarstown Bridge is meant for engines to come through and from the mainland. Be off with you. You can't just sit here. I'm sorry, sir. I was just... No excuses, Pug. I don't really care what you're doing. Just get the hell out of here. You need to leave now. Now, see here, you little motherfucker. He's right. We're blocking the main line anyways. We need to leave. Now. I'm sorry, old boy. Whatever. You should never talk to me like that. Alfred's out there somewhere. I just know it. But where is he? I don't know. Whatever happened to Alfred, at least I hope he's alive. Meanwhile, Xzavier and Thomas had arrived at a junction that connects to the main line. However, Thomas was still cross with Xzavier. So, he decided to bump him again, while Xzavier stared out to the open line, watching other engines passing by, until the main line is actually clear. Just then, Thomas started yanking his regulator again, pushing him forward and back and bumping the truck into him, making the truck seem like they were the ones that bumped Xzavier. Thomas kept biffing and bashing the trucks back and forward, clang, clong, to the buffers. Xzavier was so cross that Thomas was bumping and biffing him so hard, he decided to bump him back. So he began biffing and bashing to Thomas in return. Biffing, bash, clanged the buffers again. The two engines were biffing and bashing so much that it caused a strain in their couplings. The signal changed and the points were set, and Xzavier and Thomas huffed away. But Xzavier had a devious, evil, mischievous plan to pay Thomas out. But however, so did the trucks, and this time Xzavier was involved. They didn't like how Thomas and Xzavier were biffing and bashing and like that, like peas in a frying pan. So they came with an evil, mischievous idea. Are you sure you didn't see him on the mainland, Caitlin? Ginty, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I didn't see him on the mainland. I swear I didn't. I travel the mainland with Connor all the time. And before and after, you know, Alfred's left or leaving of Solo, that is. And anyways, I've been traveling the mainland for so many times, and I never once see an LDR engine with the number 3 on his side of his cab. I know who Alfred is, but I never saw him on the mainland. He's probably still getting his rebuild, and his rebuild's probably being delayed or something. I don't know. Anyway, I must be off right now. I gotta take another train back down the line, all the way to the mainland. See you later, Ginty, and good luck with your search with Alfred. Oh, great. Now I gotta figure out what happened to him on my own. Hello there, Ginty. How are you doing this fine day? Oh, hello, Ferdinand. Yeah, I'm fine, Ferdinand. Hey, what's the matter, Ginty? Something on your mind? Yes. Oh, Ferdinand. Alfred was gone to the mainland at least a few months. And now he's suddenly coming back here, and he's supposed to be back here by, like today in the morning. And then we never got any information from him back. And so the Falcon Control sent the Search and Rescue Center team, a.k.a. Bell and Flynn, and the police force team, a.k.a. Mickey and Joey, to go out and search for him. I'm worried about Ferdinand, and they never come back and never sent any information. I'm very worried for him. I'm worried for Alfred, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I feel like if I don't find him, what will happen? Would that make us? Would that make me? Me, Pug, and Reginald have been Alfred's best friends since we, met him. He's been there for us. He's like a brother to us. And now, if we lose him, we're going to be nothing without him. You remind me quite a lot about me, Bash, and Dash in the older years when we used to work in Misty Island. Huh? Let me tell you something about it, Ginty. Me, Bash, Dash always worked together on Misty Island with old Wheezy and Hee Haw. We had the best moments. Yes, old Wheezy and Hee Haw don't talk. They don't necessarily talk because they don't have faces. But they were the best company we ever had. And we have each other, actually. We don't have many animals, yes. Most birds just go away from us. And we never have any engines who would visit. Or should I say, we did have some engines, but on Missy Island. But that's a story for another time. But anyway, after Thomas found us, we were starting to wonder what became of us. Thomas had worked on a beautiful railway, this railway actually, and we don't literally live everywhere actually. We don't literally live anywhere. We used to work on America in the States, and we were quite troublesome engines. We were so troublesome that they sent us straight to the mainland in England. But that's where we started causing trouble there. We weren't really useful there, but we were really funny. The British company decided it's best to scrap us and get rid of us. But they have a different idea around that time. They decided to sell me and those two little delinquents all the way to Misty Island. And that's what we've been working ever since. We always wonder what became of us if somebody found us. But we feel like that nobody was going to want two wacky American engines, or should I say 3, because Bash and Dash are twin tank engines. And I'm older than them, and I'm a tender engine, of course. I'm just a weird tender engine, while those two are just weird tank engines. But you know what I learned, Ginty? It's not where you go that matters. It's where your friends are. Home is where your friends are. And home is where your shed are. Listen, maybe Alfred is out there somewhere. Even if he's dead, Ginty, you still have to move on from that. It's hard, yes. But you'll still have Alfred carry with you. He will always be inside you. He will never really leave you, Ginty. You really think that he's gonna go and stab a finger? He's not in this world personally, but that doesn't mean he's in your soul. He's in your heart. No matter what, you guys will always be best friends to him, no matter what it takes. Look around you, Ginty. Look at Hero. He's passing with his goods train. He loves Sodor, and he loves Japan. But those things really matter to him. But there's one thing that really matters Hero the most. Friendship. And look at Rocky. He has friends as well. He doesn't go places, but he goes places on Sodor. He had lots of friends on Sodor. And me and the Logging Loco twins are one of them. Don't you see, Ginty? You see what I'm getting at? Friends will always be with you. Life or death. Wow, that's some really good advice, Ferdinand. I'm surprised at you. You must have got more wiser. That's right. Yes. Oh, yes, I forget it. You used to say that. That's right. That's right. Yep, that's right. Okay, it's good to see you two getting along so well, but come on, Ferdinand. We gotta get back to Henry's Forest. Bash and Dash will be waiting for you. Oh, yes, that's right. Now then, Ginty, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, lad. See you later. Okay, thank you, Ferdinand. Thank you so much. You're welcome, lad. And remember what I said, friendship is forever. That's right. Now there's an engine who knows how to speak the wise of words like Edward. Meanwhile, Xzavier and secretly the mischievous Trucks decide to carry out their plans when they reach Gordon's Hill. They were just near the top when suddenly Xzavier started playing his trick, and this is what the Trucks wanted.
Take this, blue puffball!
Oof! What the hell? Hey, what's the big idea here? That certain jerk was the last straw of the coupling, and that coupling was behind Xzavier. Then, the coupling between Xzavier and the first truck snapped.
Shit.
And Thomas started rolling down the hill, down the line. He couldn't apply his brakes anyhow. Help! Cried Thomas.
Oh, shit. What have I just done?
Thomas was out of control without no driver responding to control him. The Cinnamon saw that Thomas had no crew and he was in trouble. And without thinking twice, he sent Thomas to the other side of the line. What should I do? What should I do? I can't stop. I can't stop. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Help! Help! I can't stop. Help! Thomas zoomed past Crosby Station, racing down the line, out of control still. Lady and Quentin were shocked to see him racing back fast down the line. Thomas ran past Stanley, who was waiting at the junction. Up ahead, there was a rock on the line. Thomas knew he couldn't stop, but of course he knew it was already No. Oof. That's bad. Are you alright, Thomas? I think so, Stanley. Meanwhile, at Wellsworth Station, Xzavier was waiting for Thomas to return the trucks. He thinks Thomas might have stopped by now, since he put his brakes on. And now, while he's waiting for him, he's talking to Markland right now.
What is it did you find, Markland? Nothing much, just a normal day as expected. The whole Alfred thing, though. I still hope Ginty, Pug, and Reginald are okay, because they have been depressed sometime recently. And, oh, by the way, I spoke to Toma the other night. So far, he's fine. Everything else is okay as well.
That's good. We have to protect Toma at all costs. Otherwise, who knows what will happen?
Agreed. I must be off now. I have work to do anyways. See you later, Xzavier. I'll let you know if there anything else is going on. Auf Wiedersehen.
See you later, Markland.
Just then, the signalman ran down to Xzavier and stopped right beside him. He was looking very anxious and worried. Thomas is off the line. He just fell off the tracks into the water. You need to go rescue him quickly.
Oh, shit.
Xzavier was very surprised, worried, and shocked. He hadn't expected his prank to go this far. When he arrived with the breakdown gang, Xzavier stared at the mess. He was glad to see the trucks were still on the tracks, but when he looked down, he was shocked. There was Thomas in the water, looking very cold and very, very, very wet. Just then, Sir Tom had arrived on board Lady. He looked very, very angry. "What a disaster!" he said shockingly. "Thomas," he said as he peered down to the blue tank engine. "How in the universe world did this happen?" Thomas sighed. "I'm sorry, sir," he said. "I want to play a trick on Xzavier, and I got the trucks to push him and bump it around because Xzavier let my crew buy it at the coaling plant. Then I decided to teach him a jolly good lesson, but that certain jerk that Xzavier called there, not the coupling broke, and I started racing down the line very fast. I tried to stop, but the trucks kept pushing me onwards, and my regulator was on reverse."
Oh, Thomas, I told you once before and over again to not let your cheekiness get away with your work.
Thomas looked down ashamed. He knew his girlfriend was right. "I'm sorry, my lady. I'm sorry, sir." "I should think so, too. Luckily, you're not badly damaged, but you'll be going straight to the wharf to have some checkovers. It won't be a long job. It shall take, like, a few minutes. Luckily, you were able to still run again with the delivery, and the delivery has not been ruined. And also, you and Xzavier can take the trucks to their destination and make up for lost time. I hope this will teach you and Xzavier a lesson about to be careful with tricks." Thomas said nothing. He sighed as he was waiting to be rescued. The water went straight through his wheels and was whooshing through his undercarriage. He now understands what happens when he let his cheekiness get the better of him away from his work and get into situations like this. Sir Tom had spoke to Xzavier too. "Now I understand Thomas was the one that pushed you Biff bashing you all day. However, two wrongs don't make a right, Xzavier. You should have known this. Thomas would have become a runaway if you hadn't been so careless. You're as silly as Thomas." Xzavier was ashamed. "You will clean this mess up and help Thomas deliver the coal trucks at once. I don't want to hear any more of this Biff Bash nonsense. Do I make myself clear?"
Yes, sorry, sir.
When the mess was cleared up and Thomas's crew came back in Thomas's cab after they catch a bus to get to the accident, Thomas and Xzavier slowly began their journey once again.
Hello, you two.
Ha! Look who finally decided to show up. I told you that job wasn't easy.
Very funny.
They went up to Gordon's Hill without any other problems. Soon, the two engines arrive at Vicarstown Station. Maisie was there to take the train the rest of the way to the mainland, while Ginty was just waiting to put the brake pen to the end of the train. Maisie was soon coupled to the train and set off towards the mainland. Hey, Xzavier,
Yes.
I want to say how very sorry I was for how I treated you. What I did and how I act was childish and despicable and disgraceful and disgusting. I treated you so poorly and hurtfully, like you did something wrong. You didn't know my crew actually left my cab, and I should have never got angry of it. I'm truly sorry, Xzavier.
I'm sorry too, Thomas. I should have never pulled that trick on you. How about we make amends, friend?
Friend. Honestly, I never felt this bad ever since what Pearson told me about what he and Sir Handel did that first time, and that other time what Sir Handel did.
Sam shut his eyes. I'm sorry about your accident, said Sir Handel. Fuck you. Sir Handel was hoping for a rest, but his driver thought otherwise. Grow up, motherfucker, said his driver. Let's get you back on the rail.
And what Gordon had told me when he and Sir Handel first met.
Hello, who are you? I'm Gordon. Who are you? I'm Sir Handel. Wouldn't it be interesting if the only way you could die was that suddenly your head blew up? If there were no other causes of death, everyone died the same way?
Sooner or later, without warning, your head simply exploded.
Gordon was speechless.
Bro couldn't sleep for weeks after that. But all seriousness, I'm sorry, Xzavier. Take me to the works. And after that, we can hang out in the sheds all day.
Yes.
I'll just leave you two love engines alone. See you later, Xzavier. I'm off back to Timber Sheds.
Hello, Xzavier.
Hey, Ava.
How was your work today?
My work was good. How about yours?
Mine was very good, too.
You alright there, bud?
Look, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh? And what's that?
Ever since I met you back at our old home, you were a good friend to me. And now I realize how much you mean to me all these years later. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, Ava, that I love you.
Oh, Xzavier, I love you too.
Man, this is so exciting. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe you actually found Alfred. I can't believe it. Alfie's coming home. Let's go. Let's go. Now. I know you guys are happy, but there's something we have to tell. Yeah. Give us a second, Belle. We're just celebrating now that we know that Mickey and Joey are coming back with Alfred alive. So glad. Thank you so much for going out to the mainland, you two. Once again, to, discover, the incident. And also to, bring back our best friend back. So, yeah. Well, speak of the devil. Here they come. Welcome home, Alfred. We miss you so much. Yeah, what happened? What you been doing? How's it works? Yeah, it must be so boring sitting there. You must have missed us a lot, right, Alfred? I don't think he'll answer to you guys. Ever again. Forever. Mickey, what are you talking about? Alfred's right here. He's... Reginald? Reginald, are you okay? Reginald. Reggie, Reginald. Huh, that's odd. Why is he so shocked? Ginty, are you okay? Ginty and Reginald, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Why you guys look so shocked? It's just Alfred. Yeah, he's been like that since we found his, so-called parts. That's what we've been trying to tell you. I'm so sorry, guys, but Alfred is no more. I'm so sorry. We really, really are. No. He... Alfie! Get out of the way! Look out! No, please. You can't give my engine. I worked so hard to get it. Please, don't do this to me. No, please. It's my engine. You can't do it to me. It's mine! Ah. That B12 is gone. Neither can I. Appleton, I have something to tell you. Yes, where is it, Stewart? That B12's death made me realize that going out on the main line, spying on those delinquents was a bad idea. We can't go out on the main line even more. If we continue sneaking in and out, they might caught us, and they could kill us, like they did with that E2 purple engine. Yeah. So, do you want to get blown up? No, but in the sake of keeping Montague and Ollie safe, it's worth a shot. Bro, we are going to die. Okay, I see your point now. But what else can we do? We need someone on our side that can help us to keep a better lookout on Caden and those other two. You do realize I call Diesel's head and Miguel, right? I know that. But we need somebody to help us spy on Caden, Miguel, and Diesel 10 so that we can stop them. Okay, that's a good idea, actually. But the main question is, I don't know. Who on earth is gonna spy for us? We can't ask a random Diesel, because if we do, how do we know we can trust it? Nah, we need something else. We need a steam engine. Why don't I can help you with that? Huh? Who's there? Show yourself. Greetings, my fellow diesel engine and brake fan. Oh my god. No, it can't be. You. It's you. How are you? Relax. Yes, I am Roderick. Yes, I am the engine to help Oliver or Bolivar or whatever name was out with a plan of a so-called Misty plan that he had. But I'm not that kind of engine anymore. Now I just do my jobs wherever I need it, that is. Wherever deliver pastures or goods around, all this stuff. You get it what I mean. Now I work back at Scotland, doing this traffic work and all that stuff after I've been released from Railgate, so yeah. But the most important thing is I'm here to help you guys with your plan, since there is not much work for me at Scotland, so yeah, since the diesels take over now, taking the wagons and passengers and other stuff, yeah, so I'll be more than happy to help you with your plan. And I promise you guys can definitely trust me. Look, I may not seem like the most trusted engine back in my youth, but now I'm a fully changed engine now. So I'm here to help you guys with anything you need. So you're like, yeah, like when I said anything you need, I'm talking about like literally anything you need. Just give me an order and I'll help you guys right away. But there's a catch. You guys gonna need my help with the plan as well, since I couldn't help overhearing when I was coming up down the line to the junction that you guys were planning to spy on somebody named Caden. I'll be happy to help you with that, since I have my whole, well, how I put this, a fair share of secrets. And I promise you guys, Sodor and your friends on there will be safe. How's that sound? What do you think, Avilton? Do you think he could be part of our crew? right? Wait, what? Alright, since you're a steam engine, yes, you may join our crew. But Roderick, we'll be keeping a close eye on you to make sure you don't betray us. Because we don't really trust that many engines around these parts. Oh, believe me, I don't trust anybody either. Ever since that whole, incident with me and my... Well, it's a long story, actually. So, yeah. I don't really trust many people and engines either, so... Yeah. Well, glad to join the crew. So, when can I start? You will follow me and Stewart. Sounds good enough. Not trying to complain or anything. I'm just saying. Alright then. If you forgive me from asking, what are your names? Appleton. And this is Stewart. Oh, nice to meet you guys. Don't worry, you guys. I will not let you down. Don't worry, Roger. We believe you for some cases. Some cases. Oh, we're just saying that we believe you. That you would never betray us. But we're going to keep a close eye on you, though. Right. Gotcha.